Hi everybody, it's Echo again with MediaKind, and today I've got the pleasure to speak to you about YouTube, specifically how your business can leverage this popular social media platform to build your business. We've got a lot of great stuff to talk about, so let's get right to it. What is YouTube marketing? Let's get on the same page here and make sure we're all using the same definition. Here's one that I like to use. YouTube marketing is a subset of social media marketing that uses video content to promote a business and its products and services, as well as add value and entertain and educate users. Hopefully that's simple enough that we can all agree to it. I always like to address the who cares questions right up front, as you know. Now, if you registered for this webinar, the chances are pretty good that you have some idea of YouTube's potential to help your business. But as I always say, there's probably some skeptics in the audience today who will still need some convincing. The stats on this slide should help. As you can see, everyone is on YouTube at some point or another, and usage continues to go up every year. In fact, look at the growth of YouTube versus that of the TV viewing. Online video is absolutely exploding in popularity, and you can be sure that YouTube has its competitive eyes on the major television networks and even the movie studios. Here's a great illustration of the popularity of YouTube. 48 hours of video upload every minute in 2011, and you can see the growth over the years starting at 8 hours in 2007. And there are now 3 billion YouTube views each day. 3 billion with a capital B. It's hard to even comprehend that many views. What's more, YouTube is the 4th most visited site on the web, and it is also the 2nd most popular search engine on the planet, ahead of both Yahoo and Bing, according to the data from ComScore. In fact, in 2009, YouTube had 50% more search activity than Yahoo. The other thing that many people don't know about YouTube is that it's a huge social network that is growing more social every day as video becomes more of the center of people's internet experience. This is a screenshot of YouTube trying to make a bunch of connections with other YouTube users for this account. They really want people to connect. The foundation of YouTube's popularity is the fact that video is just engaging, plain and simple. For most people, it's much more engaging than reading. But YouTube, in particular, has some really cool features that have made it increasingly popular versus the competition. First of all, hosting and distribution is free. How else can you reach this many people with your content without spending a dime? This means that you can save bandwidth costs by hosting videos on YouTube servers, a real savings. Also, it's very easy to promote your video and encourage sharing with YouTube built-in sharing tools. YouTube is very social and viral by nature, and the site gives you the tools to encourage sharing. Lastly, because it's run by Google, which is all about data, as we all know, YouTube offers awesome analytics to help you see how people are engaging with your content. So the question is, are you using this incredibly popular medium to reach buyers and add value to your customer experience? The data is clear, and you'd be crazy to ignore this opportunity. Okay, let's take a moment or two to address some of the misconceptions surrounding video marketing in general and YouTube in particular. Myth number 1, YouTube is a waste of time. It's just silly videos of cats and babies. While of course there are a lot of cat and baby videos on YouTube, that's certainly not the extent of it. YouTube is a microcosm of the larger internet and really the world. There's good, bad, and everything in between. Myth number 2, for YouTube marketing to work, I've got to create some kind of offbeat video that goes totally viral. Okay, creating a viral video is just one strategy among many, and it's a low percentage approach that may not complement the brand identity you've worked hard to build. Most small businesses find success using other methods. Example, using a video to educate and inform prospects and customers, and on occasion to entertain. Another misconception is that Facebook has made YouTube irrelevant. These social media platforms are not mutually exclusive. They're mutually supportive. What's more, YouTube accounts for 43.1% of online videos viewed, according to ComScore. Facebook accounts for 0.7% of videos viewed. Do the math, people. So it's apples and oranges, basically, not an either-or situation. And finally, my business doesn't have good content for videos. No one would be interested. This is a common trap that businesses fall into. It's wrong. With a little imagination, every business can use YouTube to its advantage. When a business falls into this trap, they usually have a distorted picture of what their video should look like or be about, i.e. some glossy production that promotes their company. When deciding whether to roll the camera, ask yourself this: how can I add value to the customer experience? What's relevant to the needs, pain points, and wishes of my prospects and/or current customers? When you frame it this way, the possibilities of YouTube should become much clearer to you. You don't have to create a Hollywood production, and your video doesn't have to be so funny that it gets passed via email to everyone on earth. The reality is that every business can benefit from YouTube. That may sound like a stretch, but it's true, and I'll give you some reasons why and some examples to demonstrate the possibilities. Let's first dig into the 5 reasons that all businesses can and should use YouTube to market themselves. 1. There isn't a lot of competition. Very few small businesses engage in video marketing, so rolling the camera is a very easy and cost-effective way to distinguish your company from your competitors. Let me show you an example of what I mean. House painting can be a very lucrative business, especially in an affluent town like Boulder, Colorado. But doing a search for Boulder house painter reveals that there are no videos on the first page of Google. A smart house painter could show videos of houses they've recently painted or demonstrate their expertise in using certain tools or types of paint or answer some of the common questions people have about hiring a painter. But there's nothing to be found. There is a big opportunity here. The opportunity is to get search engine visibility while your competitors are slugging it out against each other with boring old text. Google loves video. In fact, if you didn't know, Google loves video so much that they bought YouTube a few years ago. Google now shows video results in its SERPs. So, YouTube can be cost-effective SEO strategy if you're looking to rank above the scroll line for competitive terms that you otherwise wouldn't have a shot at. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. This is another search for house painters in another affluent town, this time La Jolla, California. See the videos and the results right at the top of the page. See how much they stand out versus the other listings because of the image? That's the power of getting a video in the search engines. Another reason, YouTube gives you an opportunity to demonstrate your expertise. Demonstrating your expertise is one of the most powerful forces of persuasion there is. This strategy can be used by just about anyone, but is perfect for professional services firms that may have thought YouTube was off limits for them. Here's an example of a law firm using YouTube to build authority by educating viewers. This lawyer will certainly stand out from the competition by establishing credibility, experience, and authority early in the customer's research process for finding a new lawyer. Very smart move. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, a video on YouTube is worth several thousand more. YouTube gives you an opportunity to create compelling product demonstrations to your prospects. And remember, the adage about showing, not telling. Demonstrating your product is one of the most powerful things you can do to ramp up sales. Here's a great example of the power of video to drive home a marketing message. The Blendtec videos became a YouTube sensation a few years ago and literally catapulted this company to the top of their industry. They have hundreds of videos showing the power of their industrial strength blenders by literally blending every physical object you can imagine, iPhones, computers, golf balls, just about anything. This is a fantastic way to demonstrate their product and take on the competition. YouTube is a great platform for creating how-to training guides that will boost customer satisfaction and help you retain business. Whenever you add value to the customer experience, your company becomes stickier as customer loyalty goes up. Here's a good example of this from a restaurant and cooking school called the Mermaid Inn. The executive chef takes time to show viewers how they can recreate some of their favorite recipes at home. Okay, so those were some good examples of how other businesses are using YouTube to their advantage. I hope they sparked some ideas for you and your business. Now let's move on and talk about the 7 specific steps you can take to ensure your YouTube marketing success. Step number 1, start with keyword research. What's your target market searching for when they go to YouTube? Find out and you'll have instant insight into what kind of content you should create. Step number 2, you want to make sure to incorporate the keywords that you find into the video itself, the title, the description, and even the video's file name. All of these suggestions play an important part in ensuring that your video ranks as high as possible in the search engines. After all, people still search using keywords. Step number 3, as a rule, keep your videos short, between 2 to 5 minutes, relevant to your audience's needs, wants, and interests, and simple. Again, you aren't trying to win an Oscar here, no need to overdo it on production value, and people have very short attention spans, so don't make them too long. By the way, are y'all still here? Number 4, include specific calls to action when appropriate. If you want your viewers to do something specific as a result of watching your video, such as visit your website or share the video with a friend, etc., ask them to do it at the end of your video. Next, use other social media channels such as Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter to promote your videos. Again, these different channels don't exist in isolation. They should be leveraged to get the most value from each of them. Next, don't post and run. If you're creating content in a competitive vertical, you can't expect to just create the content and have it rank number 1 in Google overnight. Be sure to budget some time to optimize your video for search engine visibility and invest in an SEO process like you would for your website if you hope to get the video highly ranked. And finally, keep at it. Make several videos. Make it a habit to create content on a regular basis. You should create a YouTube page for your company and treat it as your own channel. Fill it up with compelling content on a regular basis. Okay, so that's the 7 tips for YouTube marketing success. In this next section, I'll answer some of the commonly asked questions about YouTube for business. If you don't see your question here, please be sure to email me at echo@mediakind.com or simply give me a call at 817-527-1330 and I'll do my best to answer it. Question number 1. Do I need to hire a professional production team to create my videos? The short answer is no. It's not necessary because it's not essential that you create a highly polished video. In fact, lower production values can be an asset. Believe it or not, spending too much money producing the video is more of a problem than spending too little. If you look too slick, it may actually work against you. Most YouTube videos are shot with a $300 camera. YouTube videos are 320 by 400 pixels. You could spend $100,000 on a video, but no one is going to see it. Another frequently asked question is, what kind of equipment do I need to create my videos? Again, nothing fancy or expensive. These days, many of us have a point-and-shoot camera and even smartphones with acceptable video capturing capabilities. A webcam will do the trick too, and you can edit your movie, add titles and effects, and scrub out recording flubs with free programs like Max iMovie or Windows Movie Maker. You can find really inexpensive video cameras and microphones online or at Best Buy. And something that we highly recommend is Camtasia or ScreenFlow. Programs that let you record whatever is happening on your computer screen. This is great for user tutorials. All of this equipment can be found for under $500. What about other video sharing platforms like Vimeo and iTunes? Creating a video podcast and publishing it on iTunes is a great option, though it requires a little more savvy than the YouTube route. Vimeo does not allow free video sharing for commercial purposes, but in August 2011, the company launched Vimeo Pro, a paid service, $199 per year, 50 gigs of space, 250,000 embedded video plays. That lets businesses take advantage of Vimeo's gorgeous design and sleek user interface. It's certainly fine to take advantage of these different platforms. The more places you get your content distributed, the better. But if you only have time and resources to do one thing, make it YouTube. Okay, next question. How should you promote your videos? Leverage other social media platforms as I discussed earlier. Include video links in your e-newsletter and your email signature, embedded videos on your website and blog. And if you want to still get a little more serious, you can take advantage of a feature in YouTube that allows you to promote your videos, which is to pay to have them show up when people search for certain terms. You can see in the screenshot that the videos on the right are promoted videos. This is effectively the paid advertising vehicle of YouTube. Another question is, should I build a network on YouTube? And the answer is absolutely. Remember, YouTube is considered a social network, just like Facebook. Be sure to engage with your viewers and with other content creators. By doing so, you'll create relationships that are more likely to share your videos with other viewers, which just means more visibility for your business. This is a great question. How can you create a compelling video? You don't have to be the next Martin Scorsese. Rely on your specific expertise and industry knowledge. If you can talk about it, you can create a video about it. Focus on creating videos that are helpful, valuable, and relevant to your prospects and your clients. You know their needs, so create videos that address them. Your video doesn't have to be pure entertainment. In a more professional context, your context may consist of how-tos, answers to frequently asked questions, and/or expert interviews. That will be completely compelling to the right audience. How do I make my video findable? Start with a good title that includes your keyword in the first few words. One common approach is to add a colon after your initial keywords and rephrase your title for maximum effect. For example, your video on saving money for college might be called College Saving Plans, the 529 Plan, and Your Child. Create a good lengthy description that starts with a full URL. Be as descriptive and keyword focused as possible, within reason of course. Don't overdo it. Also, be sure to include any and all related keywords in the tags field. Following these steps will help you get found more easily by people searching YouTube for your type of content. Okay, we're nearing the end and I want to make an important point. Please don't be daunted by YouTube. It's an amazing resource for business and you have the means to leverage it, believe me. And you can always come to us here at MediaKind for any help setting up your YouTube, managing, or maintaining it for you. We're here for all of your online marketing needs. Again, this is Echo with MediaKind, and you can give me a call personally to set up your free consultation at 817-527-1330 or shoot me an email at echo@mediakind.com. We hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.